Los Angeles, 2016. A week later, I had a brand new life in a brand new city. Los Angeles stretched out before me, wild and endless, a maze of freeways and palm trees and possibilities. It should have been exhilarating. It should have felt like freedom. Instead, it felt like vertigo, like stepping off a ledge and praying there was something below to catch me. I was alone in LA, just like I had tried so hard 2 years ago to avoid. I stood in a barely furnished apartment with a near stranger for a roommate, heartbroken, terrified, and resisting every urge to call the only person in the world that I couldn't. Hunter and I had ended things on good terms. I spent my last night in his arms, memorizing the feel of him, the warmth, the familiarity, both of us knowing this was it. A clean break, a proper goodbye this time. I left San Diego with the scent of him still on my skin, and he said to reach out whenever I needed him. And his text messages, the ones I should have found comforting, only made everything worse. I miss you already. You're going to do amazing things. LA doesn't know how lucky it is to have you. Promise me you won't second guess yourself. I read each one repeatedly, each a tiny dagger, a reminder of everything I'd lost. A few weeks later, after the initial shock wore off, the rawness, uncertainty, and pain, I started feeling something else underneath all the fear. Power. I was doing it alone. And for the first time in a long time, it didn't feel like a bad thing anymore. I called my old acting agent from high school, half expecting to be ignored, but to my surprise, they agreed to represent me again. A few more weeks later, I had pieced together 3 part-time jobs to cover rent, and I was auditioning multiple times a week. And then, as if fate herself wanted me to know I was on the right path, something remarkable happened. In my early college days, I worked on the movie set of Crooked Spears, one summer in Boston with my brother. Dad had signed on as an executive producer, pouring a sizable chunk of what we had left into the film right before he died. His investment got my brother the role of a lacrosse extra and me a crew member job and a single line in the crowd to be eligible for my SAG card. By the time the cameras rolled, Dad was gone. But I still got my summer job and my line. Our whole family raced to the theater on the day it came out to see my big screen debut. We watched, and my line never came. It had been cut from the final version, reduced to a blink if you miss it, no audio seen in the credits montage. And just like that, my big break vanished. Another thing ripped away, another loss I had to swallow. For years, it stung. Another cruel joke, another reminder that life had a way of taking before I was ready to let go. But 5 years later, in a twist of fate I could only attribute to Dad, that forgotten line that never even made it into the film became my miracle. It had been enough, just barely, but enough. It got me my SAG card. I held it in my hands, the little piece of laminated proof that I was meant to be in LA. Things were happening. I wasn't just chasing a dream, I was in it. My new life was built on the rubble of my heartbreak. It wasn't easy, but it was happening. And Dad, wherever he was still helping me.